One of the things I've noticed with anxiety is that it really drains our energy. It's a very high energy anxiety, but it kind of puts us in this state where everything we look at, we're looking at it with worry and fear and sort of the underlying sort of way we're perceiving things, that life isn't safe. It's not safe to be who we are. We can't really explain it, but everything just, I don't know, something doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel safe, and we don't feel able to put ourselves out there, and we worry. Well, worry is a byproduct of fight or flight, of danger, really. When there's danger and we're triggered in fight or flight, our subconscious mind actually perpetuates worry. It supports us to worry, gets us to worry and be extra vigilant, to look around, where's danger, where's danger? So we're just doing this automatically. And it takes a lot of energy to do that. So if everything's going really good, we're really happy, we've got full amount of energy to do everything. Everything's working good, everything's flowing, and there's enough energy for all of our body functions and everything. But when we go into fight or flight, it takes a lot of energy. Our energy goes down because it's feeding survival. Adrenaline, our adrenal glands are working overtime. Cortisol's going through our system. Whatever the biological functions are of these chemicals, it takes a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of energy and a bit of time to recuperate from that. So when we're in this fear place, and it's not even a rational fear. There's not something we can put our finger on and say that's what's really causing it. We blame things. We say, this is making me, I don't like this, I'm afraid of that, I don't want to do this. Or we're caught in constant worries and judging things and putting things down, having reasons why we don't want to do things, why we don't like things. These are all protection mechanisms to keep us from putting ourselves out there, because our subconscious is perceiving things are not safe. So it's taking a lot of energy, burning up a lot of energy. Now imagine instead that you have your full amount of energy there. You're present with life. When you're in anxiety, when you're triggered in that, you're actually completely separated from life. You're disconnected from life. It's like kind of unplugging a lamp. The light goes off. You can have the lamp turned on all day long, and that lamp is not going to turn on if it's not plugged in. So when you're triggered in anxiety, you're not plugged into life. When you're plugged into life, there's energy to do what you do. Life feeds you in the moment. And now you're not having that sort of drain of fight or flight, but you're also having the benefit of life is feeding you in the moment with your excitement. Excitement is when they measure somebody and they hook them up, I don't know if it's a magnetic electroencephalogram, whatever it is, where they hook you up with the brain, and they test, and they can actually monitor you on a computer and look at your brainwave frequencies. When you're in anxiety, it shows certain patterns and frequencies. When you're in excited and really, really excited and enthusiastic, it's showing particular brainwave frequencies. They're virtually identical. They're almost impossible to tell apart. They're so close. So when we get this nervous excitement, this nervous feeling, we can flip into excitement quite easily. And we can change that, and instead of the drain, the fight or flight, if we change our perceptions and we start really looking around and challenging those beliefs that life is not safe to be me, life is dangerous, that underlying feeling that something's wrong. Look around and confirm. I'm looking around right now. I'm in this beautiful field. Nothing's around here that's going to hurt me. I can look around and see that. But if I'm caught in anxiety, there's nothing you can tell me to say that it's going to be safe and make me feel safe and comfortable and calm, because I'm perceiving this safe place here as there's danger, because it's a perception. Okay, so really look at those perceptions. If you're feeling that, this underlying sort of undercurrent of life is not safe, something's wrong, and there's always this constant worry, and you're always wanting to look at the news, wanting to talk about all the bad things going on, you're triggering fight or flight. It's costing your body a lot of energy, and it's putting you in this state of worry. And from that place, you're never going to feel calm. You're never going to feel safe in life, because everything you look at, you're going to be looking at it with that fear and with that worry. So challenge that fear and that worry. Look around in your immediate environment. Am I safe? If you want to feel better, if you don't want to have anxiety, this will help. And it'll help to drop, get rid of that trigger that takes all of your energy, fight or flight. Especially when, fight or flight is simple. Where there's danger, we see there's danger and we deal with it. We trigger into fight or flight and we take care of ourselves. We make ourselves safe. It takes a lot of energy, but it works great. It keeps us alive, and then we survive. And oh, good. Okay, everything's safe now. Your breathing calms down. Your body goes back into homeostasis. The sympathetic nervous system of fight or flight turns off, and you have a little bit of an interim of calming down, and then your parasympathetic nervous system reactivates. That's the state of everything's safe, everything's calm, rest and digest, and recuperation, regeneration, creativity in that state. That's a state where you're connected with life and there's a lot of energy. So when you question and challenge, okay, I feel there's danger. Is there danger? Look around. If there really isn't danger, go through that state in between and calm your breathing down. Okay, things are safe, things are safe. That'll stop the drain of the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, taking all of your energy and then having to heal something that's not really happening. Having to, our subconscious mind, when it thinks and perceives there's danger, it's trying to resolve a threat that you can't resolve. It's impossible. So you're because there's not actually a real threat. It's a perceived threat. It's just an old program in your brain, a way that your brain's gotten used to, thinking there's danger, and it's protecting you from old things, that from experiencing those bad emotions again, those uncomfortable feelings and situations again that you really don't want to feel. But when you look around and go, okay, are those really happening? Actually, no, they're not. I'm okay right now. I'm okay right now. Practice that. That'll help turn off the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight, and then you start to connect with light. You start to plug in the lamp again and connect with light, and your light turns on. You start to illuminate who you really are, the true essence of your inner being, of your own real self, your authentic self in the moment, without a mask, without worries and fears about what other people think. Just being in the moment with yourself. At that point in time, your energies start to raise because you're not getting drained from fight or flight, and your body's healed. It's not looking for danger. It's not having to heal something that, the byproduct of looking for danger that you can never resolve. Here you are. You're present. Now you're connected with life. Life feeds you in the moment with excitement and enthusiasm, and the energy from anxiety, it turns into excitement just by changing your perceptions, just by changing the way you look at it, your outlook. And you start going, do I really want to focus on the news? Do I really want to focus on the bad things that are happening supposedly out there? That's hearsay a lot of the time. Not saying it's not going on, but is it really happening right here? If it's not, focus on right here. Focus on being right here. That's where you're going to really make a difference in the world and in your own life, is actually being that calmness in the moment. It feels so much better. Now you're in a really good place to make a difference in the world, to make a difference to the people around you and just yourself, to really enjoy life and get the most out of life. So give that a go. Challenge those feelings. Question them. When you get triggered into anxiety, question them. Is there danger? It feels like there's danger. I don't know. There's something going on. I just don't feel right. I don't feel safe. Okay, everything's safe. I look around, I assess, it's safe. Go into your breathing. Do your awareness practice that I talk about in other videos. Calm yourself down. And at that place, now you're starting to connect with life. Now you're being present with life, and life will feed you and your energy will raise more and more and more. And that state of being that when you're drained, where you're actually in a state where your subconscious mind thinks there's a threat because you're dealing with fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight, and you can never really heal from it because you're always in fight or flight, and you can't actually heal, get past a danger and resolve a danger you can't even find, an irrational fear. So now your energy's raising, you're feeling good, you're feeling safe. You keep questioning, oh yeah, it's safe, it's safe. Pretty soon, there's no anxiety anymore. And even if it comes up, you're able to breathe through it and be with it and just recognize this is sort of a nervous anticipation, excitement with life, and you get excited. It's like the night before Christmas, and when you're a kid, I'm really excited, but I can't wait. But it turns into that, where you're excited about life. You feel the energy, the building of the energy, and you're able to be with life. That's when you've healed anxiety. You've gotten past that hump, that tipping point where you're on the other side now, and it's easy going downhill. So give this a go. And I've also got my Freedom Through Mindfulness program on my website. It's a free program that you can really go through and help you to calm your body down and to question these things and to get past anxiety. I really want you to experience the fullness of who you really are. My name is Arnie Peterson from Awareness and Health in Victoria, BC. And I help people to heal anxiety because I was stuck in anxiety for years and years and it just robbed my life. So now I help people because I figured out how to move through it. Other people help me move through it. So I want to help you. So that free series on my website, no sign up required, absolutely free. It will help you to learn the tools to move through these things. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have an absolutely just wonderful rest of your day.